friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining, I am Jennifer, a full-time reseller. I've got my weekend what sold video. I am recording this Tuesday morning because yesterday was a holiday. So I didn't have to ship yesterday, and that will be included in today's totals. We have a total of 22 items going out for this weekend. If you've been following me, the last couple weeks have been awful. They have been the slowest weekends I've had in a very long time. So things are finally picking up again. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe just the holiday shopping. People have the, just like memorial sales, any kind of holiday sales. They want good deals. And they just bought my stuff. I don't know. All right, so I've got 22 items for a gross profit of $2,300. Wow, that is like the 3 weekends combined for the last 3 weeks. So I am very happy to show you these 22 items that sold, give you some Bolo ideas, some items to watch for your eBay business, and some tips and stuff along the way. So let's dive into what sold this weekend. For starters, we've got some Ralph Lauren sheets. These are new, old stock, still sealed. They still have the original price tags on them. I mean, and it's Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren. I don't know how you say it properly. Any kind of old stock items that are still sealed, underwear, socks, bedding, baby items, anything that's old and still sealed is pretty much a no-brainer. I did look them up, because I look everything up, and they were comping probably close to $100 when I was looking at them. So I think I paid $10 for these at a sale, and I went ahead and took an offer this weekend. That was what I did. I did not do a sale or a special sale for the holiday weekend. I was just more open to offers. So when someone sent an offer that was 20% or less off of the item, I just took it because I didn't run a sale. That's kind of my way of running a sale in a different way. I bet I would have sold more if I was actually running a sale. There was another reseller that did a 50% off on her store. She's going to have a busy day today. So, yeah, I definitely was not that aggressive. I just took offers along the way. So, yes, these guys ended up selling for $75. I originally had them listed, I think, at the 100 I was seeing. But with shipping, it was 100 because I had them pay shipping. All right, we've got a sealed Seagate hard drive. This was a garage sale find. Garage or estate sale. I don't remember which one. I paid $5 for this, and it sold for $42. Again, with the sealed. It's a no-brainer with electronics because you know it's going to work. It's brand new in its box. So this was just an external hard drive. Not very big. Yeah, 500 gig. So it used to be big. Now people are getting stuff into the terabytes because technology is using up a lot more data than it used to. So 500 gig, brand new hard drive, worth the $5, sold for $42. We've got a Canon camera. I paid up on this. This was at an estate sale. I paid, what did I pay for this? 30 something. $32 is what I paid for this, but I knew it was going to be worth it. So it is a PowerShot SD750. These ones, they just hold their value. It is complete in its box. We've got a charger. We've got the AV cables. We've got manuals. We've got a case for the camera, and it's in super, super good condition. So I did test it. I charged it. Everything works. And it sold, it took a little while. I think I've had this probably a month or so. It sold for $125. All right, then we've got a Dremel. I paid $5 for this at an estate sale. This was a family-run estate sale. So they priced things really well. It's a nice little handy Dremel. The grip, I think, is what sells it. You're able to hold it almost like a pencil for control. It's a Dremel stylus with its charger base, and he works. Yep. So it works. It sold for $125, and I believe this was one I took an offer on as well. I think I had it at $150, so $125. I'm thrilled. We've got a power conditioner. I'm not going to pick this one up because it's a doozy. It's down here. What did I pay for this guy? I paid $10. I don't remember where. I just looked it up. That's the great thing with electronics is they have a serial number or a model number, and you just type it into eBay to see either what it is and what it's worth. So this, I knew it was worth something. I've had it for a little while. I'm running out of space. I've had it for a little while, but it finally sold. $180 is what it sold for. So definitely always look up electronics, and especially if you don't know what they are. All right, we've got the razor of death. I have sold this thing already. The person said it didn't work. If this person gets it and says it doesn't work, I'm just going to tell them to throw it out the window because I'm done dealing with this shaver. It works. It works. So this guy gets it and says it doesn't work without being charged. So here's what I did. I listed it again as is for parts, saying that it has to have, it needs to be plugged in. I'm pretty sure I said that. Hold my thought. Does not include charger. It includes the case. So yeah, I mean maybe this wasn't the one that got returned. I don't remember now. But it works. It works. No charger, just the case. And if they say it doesn't work, I'm going to lose my bananas. Sold for 30. What did you sell for? I think 35. Yeah, sold for $35. Okay. Then we've got a sport dog parts. So this was Amazon bins. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a liquidation center. I call them Amazon bins. They buy pallets of Amazon returns and sell it in a bin style warehouse. Sometimes they're called bin stores, Amazon bins. This one doesn't even say the name Amazon because of course they're not affiliated. But they've opened one in my town and I go way more than I probably should. And this guy here got it as a bin store, $15 a day. And it is just parts to this whole setup. This is like a $200, $300 setup if it were complete, but it's not. There's no power source. So it is just the collar and the transmitter. So it's a replacement collar and the transmitter to this fencing. It does have some more parts that my hubby did not grab. I will grab that from the box, but just for the parts, it's still sold for $125. So no fencing, no power, and it's still sold $125. Happy about that. Okay, then we've got leg massage Quinier bins, $15 day, sold for $42. No, I will not be buying these again. I don't know why I bought them. I guess comps have changed since I bought it, but $42, not a huge flip when I'm spending $15 to get it. We've got, oh, this was another bins find. I need more space. Okay, but these I got at $5 day at the old location I used to go to in Tucson. It's a nightgown. It's a cotton Alexander Del Rosa nightgown. I purchased, gosh, like 7 or 8 of these, and I only have 2 left. So these are great little bread and butters because you only had to list it one time and then they just keep selling. So they were on a 15% promotion, sold for $33. And it could not be easier to ship because it's already in a bag and I'm just going to stick it into a poly bag. Easy peasy. We've got a Apple Airport Express. I paid $1 at a garage sale. $1 and it sold for $40. I mean, it couldn't be easier. Plugged it in, it powers up. I mean, it's Apple. Apple makes good products, and no reason to believe it wouldn't work. All right, we've got some Sperry's. These were in really good condition. Sperry Top Cider Men Gold something. Just some fancy men's shoes. They were, how much did I pay for these guys? Sperry's, I paid $3. Must have been at my local thrift because that's a price they use. So $3 and they sold for $50. So good condition. Sperry is a men's shoe that you can add to your Bolo list. We've got a Zippity Doodah Zen Zigbee thermostat. I paid $1 or $2 at a garage sale. It's a thermostat. It's just a fancy, smart. All right, maybe it's not smart right now, but it's a smart thermostat, and it sold for $30. It did work at some point when I was testing it. Maybe you just needed batteries. All right, we've got an Evermedia gaming recorder thing. It records your gameplay so that you can save it for later. I don't know. I'm not a gamer, but I know a lot of gamers, and I know these can be handy to have. So Evermedia is a brand to definitely watch for. Bins, I want to say $15 day. What did I pay for you? No, $5 day at the bins. $5, and it sold for $120. I just can't get this lid to close. Okay. What else do we got today? I think we're about halfway. Before I dive into this, I mentioned the word Bolo a lot. That stands for be on the lookout. Down in the description, I have a free download for you to download. No charge, completely free, and it is a list of top brands, top items to watch for in your eBay business. So now would be a great time to hop down in that description. In the first comment, we always pin it. Download that. It's handy to have if you're just starting out. Okay, we've got a Work Sharp Precision Knife Sharpener. This brand is a hot brand. I find these at my Amazon bins all the time. So $15 day, sold for $67. What's funny is the accessories sell for more than the actual sharpener. I sold an accessory last week for $80, and it's not the sharpener, it's just an accessory for it. So kind of funny how that works. But this guy sold for $67. We've got an RCA camcorder. I've been holding this one for a while. It's been at the bottom of my death pile for way too long because it sold within a week or two of listing it. I tested it. It powers up. It's got some tapes. It's got the charger. Everything works on it. Yeah, it's an old camcorder. And surprisingly, they still sell. I know people do not put value on these. So I picked them up for about $5 or $10 all the time. And this one sold for $60. And I want to say that was a $5 pickup. It was either 5 or 10, but sold for $60. Definitely test them. All right, my favorite word, and I'm always corrected for it. Ebelskever? Ebelskever. I know I'm going to get corrected again, but it is a pastry maker. I think that's what they said. Someone corrects me every time. I think it's a type of pancake or type of pastry that you make in it. It's heavy. It is cast iron, made in the USA, which is kind of funny because it's not a USA type of dish. But I'm happy with this. It paid $5. I had 2 of the exact same ones. This is the second one that sold $25. Super easy to ship. Just throw some bubbles around it so it doesn't dent or anything, but it's cast iron. It's not denting. We've got a few more here. Okay, we've got a Panasonic. I'm not going to pick it up. It's on the floor. A Panasonic combo recorder, HDMI. I love combo players. The DVD, VCR ones, the ones that take HDMI are always going to be worth more. Always make sure you have accessories for it. Throw in cables, throw in the remote. This one was sold as is for parts because the person returned it that it didn't work. So I think it sold for like 120. These ones are actually pretty hot, these Panasonic ones. They did not return the remote. Rude. So I could not sell it again with the remote. I forget what it was doing. I put it in here. Selling as is for parts. VCR side works great. DVD side temperamental. I spelled that wrong. Opens and shuts intermediately as it wishes. So like I push the open and it kind of opens, it shuts, it opens, kind of has a mind of its own. After some extra patience, it does play and load through the AV cables, not the HDMI port. This could be user error, but selling as is, no remote, but does have manual. So I always put that in the description, what it's actually doing. So yes, it worked, but only through this way. It doesn't include this accessory, but it does have this. It's still sold for $60. Someone's going to fix it and be very happy with it. They also paid shipping. So if it was $60 with free shipping, I'd be losing my butt. But I'm happy it was $60 plus shipping. Hopefully I get a little bit extra profit out of the shipping. I paid, I want to say $10 originally, but like I said, this one was sold and then returned. So it probably got damaged in the original shipping because I tested it and it worked. They returned it. It no longer worked, but then they kept the remote. stinkers. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about the best sale of the weekend. This one is a doozy. I picked this up on Friday, $15 day. And it sold within 24 hours of listing it. 24 or 48, like same weekend. I just got this on Friday. I am recording this on Tuesday. I think it sold on Saturday. So, yeah, 24 hours. This one was amazing. It is probably my best bins find in a long time. My friend Alex is always finding amazing stuff there. So I was happy to finally find a good one. The best things there is to grab the stuff that's in unmarked boxes. So this was just a plain box. I threw it in my cart. And then after the rush, I peeked in and saw what it was. And I almost fell over. Okay, it is an Asus ProArt. It's a computer what? What is it called again? What did I call it? Motherboard. Thank you. It is a computer motherboard. It is Wi-Fi 6. It is brand new, open box. I looked at this with a fine-tooth comb. It has all of its accessories. Somebody probably just bought the wrong one, or maybe buyer's remorse. Whatever reason, it is the one that is on the box. It was not swapped. 90% of the time when I find motherboards or graphics cards or any computer parts at the bins, they've been swapped. Or they take parts off of it. Like they'll get the graphics card and then just return the fan, keeping the graphics card. So lots and lots of scamming happening to Amazon, but luckily this person was honest and I got a great deal. So $15 turned into $300. Sold for $298.90. Wow. Free shipping, but this is going to be super easy to ship because it's in its factory wrapping. I can just box in a box this and it's going to make it safely. All right. Then we've got a filter. And I found this on $5 a day. It's an Allen Breathe Smart HIPAA filter. It's open box. When I opened it, the plastic is opened, but it's not dusty or dirty. I don't think that was dirt. What was that? Now I'm hearing noises. No, it's a brand new filter. So it probably just didn't fit somebody's whatever. So they returned it. It sold for $35. All right. And I'm just going to put a label directly on this box. Yeah, I'm not going to box in a box it. I'll tape it up, stick a label on it, off it goes. It's a filter. It's not breakable. And then, all right, still got 3 more. We've got a Chef's Choice. I should probably go in the order that my stuff is filed. Okay, it is a Chef's Choice knife sharpener. Definitely always look these up because there's some that are only worth like $20 and then there's some that are worth $100. This particular model fits in that $100 category. So $15 bin find, sold for $95. It's, yeah, Edge Select electric knife sharpener. Not much to say about it. So definitely worth looking up because I didn't think those brands were worth that much, but I'll take $100 all day long. Okay, these were my favorite find of the month because I got 2 of these on, I think it was on a Sunday. So they were $8. Maybe I got it on Saturday. All right, they might have been $11. 11 or 8. And then I went back on $5 day and found 2 more. So I had a total of 4 of these, and all 4 have already sold for between $60 to $70. This was the last one that I had. I went ahead and took an offer of $66. It is a, what is this thing? It's a suspension seat post. I've already got feedback on one of them, so I'm happy that people are happy with it. It's by Sun Tour Suspension. I just looked it up. So it's a seat post, has its fun little tool, and it sold for $66. Happy with that. We've got, last but not least, headphones. Sennheiser headphones. These are the wired HD 400S. Sennheiser is definitely a Bolo brand. I probably shouldn't have grabbed it on $15 day, but this brand is always going to sell and always do well. It was on sale. It took a minute to sell, but it did finally sell for $50. 50. All right. That covers everything. I can't believe 22 items that I have to pack in the next 3 hours. So I better get to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I like to produce at least 2 videos a week. The last one, I'm sorry to those that were unhappy with it. I did a thrifting video where I went into Savers, and my husband does all of my editing. Thank you, hubby. There was a part or 2 parts where the audio was not dim enough or lowered enough that it gave us a copyright strike. So after we edited it, after we put it up on YouTube, which is hours of work, it dings us for a copyright strike. So we had to mute certain sections of that video that we normally would not have done. But if we didn't do that, that means the video would have probably been pushed out another week. And I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I work on this content to give you guys a lot of tips, and I enjoy putting it out. And I'm sorry that this one had those abrupt silent moments in it. But I will do better next time. If I do voiceover, which I will do better at. If I do voiceover, then we don't have to worry about background tracks because he can just take it all out. Normally he just turns the volume down, but it wasn't enough. YouTube caught it, which doesn't make sense. There's so many videos that I hear that background music and they don't get dinged. But then I have 10 seconds of video with music and I get dinged. So whatever, YouTube. I'm going to keep them happy. I just muted the music, so we didn't have any issues with that. But I know that did affect the quality of that video. So I do want to apologize. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.